So I think the market's maybe a little bit ahead of themselves here. But I do think that at least when you come to Bitcoin, you're in that final downward move. And again, it's been a long time since I've gotten even slightly bullish on Bitcoin, but I'm starting to get there. I still think it goes to 9,000. But I think that end is in sight. It's less than $7,000 away. I mean, percentage wise, it's big from here. But if you were in at 68,000 or 69,000, it's dropped a lot. Now it just has a little bit left to go before I think you get that bottom. So it's kind of exciting to see, because I do think that 2023 is a year where crypto, well, at least Bitcoin and ETH flip to where they become that strategic safety hedge, right? So up until now, we know when the stock market falls, crypto generally falls, right? It's de-risking money coming out of risk assets. But I think there's a point coming up in the next year where you see a flippage where the economy will continue to sink, stocks will continue to sell off, Bitcoin starts to get a little bit of a surge.
Okay, I was gonna ask you about that, right? Because you said that comment about one interest rate hike takes about, you said 7 to 9 months to really filter through the system, and we've done so many. Is like, how long is it gonna take for the system to really filter out through all these interest rate hikes, and is that going to extend out the bear market to past even the traditional Bitcoin cycle, where now in 2024 you have the next happening? So you're saying that by 2020, what you said, 2023, end of
Yeah, at
2023?
some point in 2023, I expect it to basically, what you'll see, and what I'm expecting is all these rate hikes eventually by the mid portion of next year are filtered into the system. We'll be in a pretty nasty recession by that point, and recessions are going to be, this is going to be a different recession than anything we've seen in the past 15 years, right? Because in the past 15 plus years, anytime we got in a recession, the Fed printed us out. But now you have inflation that is far above what they want it to be. And so it's going to be really hard for them to print their way out of this. And what that's going to do is it's going to drive stock prices much lower, right? So you have a recession that keeps getting worse and worse and worse, which means corporate earnings are going to get worse and worse. Valuations on stocks have to come down even more. But there will be a point now where investors, and this is going to be coupled with transparency through regulation. Once you get regulation in the crypto space, big money is going to say, listen, I have to put money somewhere to work. Doesn't make sense in a bad recession to put it in stocks right now. Gold, yes. Silver, yes. And then also, I think Bitcoin starts to become a player here. And again, it has to be coordinated with transparency, though. We know from FTX, there were so many big money players that got screwed there. And there's no way big money is going near crypto until there's some sort of rules that these companies have to abide by. So you get transparency through regulation. You then see the economy get worse and worse in 2023. I think Bitcoin bottoms out around 9,000, and you start to actually head back up.